That was where Awolowo, missed it completely, and that thing affected Nigeria, affected the Yorubas, and affected the entire Southwest. Till today, it's still affecting them.
The Yoruba man is that anybody with stronger person didn't take him as a king. Don't the bow for them, be that. Take no leader. You know, city of Yoruba. Anybody very powerful than him. You don't the bow for that person, be that. Abi? You tell that person toilet, baba, toilet, because you don't want he didn't create person. You don't begin the color. So they keep nothing like leader.
There's no how you are going to continue to carry injustice without giving out justice. It will backfire. When it backfire, you are going to see it with your naked eye that at the end of the day, this is what you have brought. And that is why a lot of people are saying that possibly when IBB wanted to lay hand on him and he said otherwise, no, I can't take this anymore. And there was speculation allegedly that he died by taking his life. He committed suicide. But that story, we need to establish it. You understand? But so far, so good. As it stands at this point, it is Awolowo, Abiola. Then anybody can put Tinubu. You know, I don't know what you mean, because the system that threw up Tinubu to the position of authority is still questioning. Nigerians are still mourning what INEC did to Nigerians.
Mr. Oyabasi.
Thank you.
Amongst all Yoruba leaders, let's look at Tinubu. Does he represent the Yoruba nation?
They don't even have a leader.
We have Awolowo, we have Akintola, we have Bola Ige,
we
have Abiola.
No leader. All now follow. Who not they follow them? No leader.
What do you mean?
There's a leader and there's a follow people follow. You do evil, they follow. You do good, they follow. So that one no be what? No be leader. Now follow.
So Awolowo is not a leader to the Yoruba.
No one is a leader. It's a follow. The Yoruba man is that anybody with stronger person didn't take him as a king. Don't the bow for them, be that. Take no leader. You know, city of Yoruba. Anybody very powerful than him. You don't the bow for that person, be that. Abi? You tell that person toilet, baba, toilet, because you don't want he didn't create person. You don't begin the color. So they keep nothing like leader.
Awolowo has a legacy of education in the Southwest.
Education of it was stealing. He steal the education. He declared national act and he declared national indigenization. He was a crook. National indigenization.
You respect Awolowo.
Respect Awolowo because when they kill Awolowo's son. They hate Awolowo, they carry Awolowo, go if they say they kill Awolowo in the West, they will kill it. Who tells you they like Awolowo? Now they call they like Awolowo because of why he succeed to bring Lagos to them. They like Awolowo, they kill his son. He was a barrister. He come from London to Yoruba killing. I mean, no for issue. Yoruba. Now, each time you say no jail in if you jail in Yoruba land, they will kill you. You jail in Calabar, they will kill him. They like Awolowo. Awolowo come continue. You don't vote for you, Awolowo will be continuation.
But the Yorubas did not vote for Awolowo.
You don't vote for Awolowo, you don't vote for Igbo man. Igbo man fair and fair. Awolowo will go nothing. Yoruba man no vote for them. They hate them. Say they like Awolowo. Who like Awolowo? But you know what Igbo man they win for Lagos. You want to enter power, they cross carpet.
They cross carpet.
They cross carpet. Wanted to win enter power to become king of the West. Their brother they no vote for them. So Yoruba say they like Awolowo for where? Where? All the way will fight. Yoruba hate him. They kill his son. Tell them to the whole world. Then they come to ask me. Don't say I will talk.
What about Abiola?
Abiola for where? Who will say a thief? A thief. Listen to me. Listen to me. MKO. Die for treason. You know die for democracy. Die for treason. You won the election. They wanted to give him power for 3 months. He now start to become president by himself. They never show him in jail. They put him for prison. He died here. He sponsor all the young coup. Now, MK sponsor all Yoruba, all the young coup for military. Was a bad man.
Then let's look at Jagaban. Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
What did happen?
These are great leaders of Yoruba region.
And they talk about trade. We talk about trade leader. What trade leader they talk? Lagos was the former federal capital. Tinubu dey there, and because federal government don do Yoruba do the Lagos thing, the train is saying na him. None the leader. None the leader.
So Yoruba has no leaders according to you.
Nothing.
Then you are not from the West.
You don't understand what I'm saying? I was there after doing this dance for them as federal capital for 30 years. Tinubu come and claim me and say na the Yoruba capital. None the leader.
Okay, give me an example of leader in your own.
Oh my God, you know what they mean by leader?
In Nigeria.
Leader. You don't understand leader. You don't understand leader. You don't understand the meaning of a leader. And that's why we see in this condition today because we don't know a leader. Anybody when you all do small thing, we can't raise some hand up. Say na leader, na leader. Who takes a na leader? You know what they mean by leader? But we say leader to, as God make the word correct, describe leader. He say leader to be a one that's submissive, he become a slave to work to the masses. Where leader? That's a leader. He become a slave to the masses. Now in the serve masses. Why masses supposed to take them as a king? But he become a slave to masses. He brings a sample as Jesus Christ. He come as a king, but now in the beg people. And people even kill him. That's a leader. God was a king, but now in the beg people. Come and join me, come and agree with me, come and be me, I go help you. People even kill him. He carry water wash in disciple feet. He tell them this are leaders to be. Now leader be that. No be Tinubu. You know what the meaning of leader? The guy water wash his disciple feet. When his disciple supposed to wash his feet. One say what? One say please let me wash you. Now me supposed to wash you. He said no. Let me show what they mean by leader.
The true leader is somebody that's.
That is it. That's somebody he said to everybody.
That means
as a king,
Nigerians don't have.
There is nothing like leader. They say to Yoruba, tell me, come and tell me leader what Yoruba did.
Okay, the Ijaw Nation have asked Samanepa to count them out of Biafra.
Ijaw Nation? Ijaw Nation
are not part of Biafra.
Yes, Biafra was caused. I tell you, if it caused, withdraw. Olubu established Biafra, he carry Yoruba man, Calabar man, and make a Biafra. He don't carry Yoruba man and make that Biafra. He carry Calabar man and make him a Biafra. Told him to want to take Biafra at the end, run away, leave the man. But he answer all the power to the man. The man becomes the commander-in-chief of the armed forces of Federal Republic of Biafra. Who is the Biafra now? Biafra, of course. Who is the Biafra now?
Are you saying Ijaws are not part of?
Somebody has the power of the what? Commander-in-chief to want to exile,
to surrender,
and he become what? Commander-in-chief at the spot
to surrender
and run away. The man thought and bring life to Biafra. Who is the Biafra? How can you now see that stupidity come to join you say the Biafra? Or quite you did your man as me. See that stupidity come to join you say the Biafra. All the Eastern had rejected you as a Biafra because it's stupidity. What is Biafra?
Some places in Delta and Rivers State are also saying they are part of Biafra.
Rivers, Port Harcourt, yes, Rivers. Ibido, Efik, Agboima, Karabade, all in South. Biafra is the doom for us.
Is there anything like South?
South exists.
South
region.
South.
Go to the Nigerian map. South there. That's what is Libod leading now.
Before it was Southeast region.
It was South. It was different because of the move of Biafra. Even when they call Biafra, we come up from them. We now call South. We don't want to live in that move. How can you call yourself Biafra?
So if Biafra go now, you not say.
Who Biafra can go? And the Biafra cannot give you freedom. Let me end the war now. I cannot give you freedom. Who end that war? No, really. Can me give you freedom for Biafra? As you be like this. This is not anybody will give you freedom. Now me will give you freedom.
You instructed Islam.
So to do what?
An instruction.
Instruction. So God knows instructed Jesus Christ. And he become a king. If anybody can instruct someone to become a king, will you instruct his king? He can become a king. So I'm your king now. Bow to me. To set you free.
Are you not praying for Biafra to
do what?
Come to pass?
What did Biafra say? What is Biafra? If you're hungry, you call Biafra. If business don't work, you call Biafra. Business don't move, you call Biafra. If everything goes well, you begin dreaming, you don't call Biafra. Is it a Biafra? Is that a nation? You must talk with wisdom. I'm a wisdom, I'm a science. When you're hungry, business bad, you call Biafra. When everything there okay, you begin to enjoy, build house for every land, drink beer, buy car, enjoy yourself, when everything okay. But when things hook you, you begin to call for Biafra. Are you not a fool? How dare you talk? Who is the person to talk?
They might come after you.
How dare you talk? I'm going to I don't want to tell them wisdom. They come to me, I give them wisdom.
They will come after you.
You get no wisdom.
Oga.
When country is bad,
We are Biafra.
yes, enjoy yourself. When country is bad, you begin to
Biafra
suffer.
is from bad condition. You know how we suffer in the past?
We pay the price.
When things goes well, things go
All the
bad.
work for you, I need to know that
When things go bad, we
when
are
they come to run.
Fuck you!
How many times you going to run? Was Riga run? Now the can run. You go run. How many of you go run? For one nation. Ah, you run away. Why you run away? Have your nation.
Remove that fuck you.
Pastor, you know that for example, I'm a Yoruba person now. For an average Yoruba man, you and an Igbo man, they are the same. Do you know?
Please listen to me. A big deal. Yes, an Igbo man can never be the same.
So wait,
I'm talking you just say it. Okay. I'm me. You don't talk about me. Talk about yourself. A big deal man and Igbo man can never be the
same, that's the whole. But for a Yoruba man or a Fulani man, they see you as the same.
because you are two together are two. They see me as the same.
I'm a child of God.
Boss, if you see me as the same, you are two. Do that. You understand me? You need to be wise to see that we are not the same.
I know. I said for an average Yoruba man here and a Fulani man,
Because the
they see you as the
listen
same.
to me. The Fulani are foolish. You are foolish. That's why you see us as same. We are not the same. Even the claim war, we end the war for them. They run away. Nobody has Igbo and the president may stand to help their people. Mother, father, their land, their ancestors, everything was taken away from the outside. They declared them, they run away. Like we don't say no, this is our neighbor. I'm coming. Neighbor is not me. But I can only love my neighbor. You understand me? And I'm telling my neighbor, they're going to lose their land, not everything. We rise and please, we end this war. We surrender, they run away. Leave us alone. Nobody has Igbo man stand against to even say it's secure his own land. All of them run. Not the Yoruba run. Not the Sigwe run. Will you go run? Who stand? Who is the person? Yoruba don't stand. He didn't shout. Please, oh, is our neighbor. Please, oh, they end the war for them. Who are them to talk? I am the king of Abiola.
Oh, wait. So you are the Calabar man. You're a king over the Igbo tribe.
I'm a king of Igbo. I stand up for the kingdom life. That's the king.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much, Pastor.
Well, to an extent, I'm going to give it to Awolowo because his legacies has brought the likes of Abiola, the likes of Tinubu, the likes of Adebanjo, the likes of Desire. So many of them like that who have been outstanding in their respective ideology and philosophy on the Yoruba nation. But as it stands now, the concept of Awolowo, Obafemi Awolowo, is a kind of idea, that as at that time was seen as something that benefited the entire Western Nigeria to the extent of, because of where he schooled, he brought about the socialist and the welfarist concept, and he was able to push that forward to his people, and to an extent, the people were able to have access, to education, even to scholarship level. That was how we started having most of them now who came as a result of that Awolowo's legacy. So, to an extent too, Abiola, for me, I give it to Abiola. I think Tinubu should come third if I'm to rank it, the way it is. I give it to Abiola. Abiola was purely a detribalized man. He was able to spread his tentacles. Everybody voted for him. Irrespective that it was against the Nigerian understanding of the secular knowledge. That is the Muslim ticket. And for me, Tinubu is just a gangster politician. He's a gangster paradise politician. That's he operates based on what is on ground to share. That's the kind of politics.
Somebody said that we have put the Yoruba people on the world map today.
I don't know what you mean by the word map. No, I don't know. It's not. If you look at it very well, we know that he's not this first civilian president of Yoruba extraction. But why we want to give it to him to an extent is that he has no military background. That was why people are saying the first civilian president. Yoruba extraction, putting Yorubas at the world map. Of course, that is not the issue, because I don't know whether the Yorubas are at the world map now. Because for you to be at the world map, you must have you must have break records, you must have done outstanding things. We have seen you busting the book of record often and on, but that's not been done. But you know that a lot of things happen that brought the black man. When we talk about black man in Africa, so boys, that is the truth. We talk about the Igbos. We want to talk about the black man in Africa. Let's say West Africa. We talk about the Igbos. Igbos are as popular as the air anywhere. But because of that war, that they say it was an Igbo coup. It wasn't an Igbo coup. It was because those who were supposed to carry out their own task in their own area failed. When you send a Yoruba man to Ghana and say, this year, what you're going to do in the east, or this is what you're going to do in the west, and they went there, they were sleeping, and the result we went and we carried the action. Who is to blame? You understand? But away from that, that's not what we are talking about. If you look at that rating very well, I'll give it to Chief Obafemi Awolowo, even though we know that at a certain point he derailed from his philosophy, he derailed from his understanding when he began to have a direct northern influence on himself and about what he represents. That was where Awolowo missed it completely, and that thing affected Nigeria, affected the Yorubas, and affected the entire Southwest. Till today, it's still affecting them. Because, bro, let me tell you, there's no how you are going to continue to carry injustice without giving out justice. It will backfire. When it backfire, you are going to see it with your naked eye that at the end of the day, this is what you have brought. And that is why a lot of people are saying that possibly when IBB wanted to lay hand on him and he said otherwise, no, I can't take this anymore. And there was speculation allegedly that he died by taking his life. He committed suicide. But that story, we need to establish it. You understand? But so far, so good. As it stands at this point, it is Awolowo, Abiola. Then anybody can put Tinubu. I don't know what you mean, because the system that threw up Tinubu to the position of authority is still questioning. Nigerians are still mourning what INEC did to Nigerians that brought Ahmed Tinubu to the position where he is. Then on the side of Awolowo, I want you to look at the political journey, to Eldorado, or to a point where we begin to, place some certain indices, some certain yardstick, and be able to get it proper according to your question. So, but if you look at Abiola, irrespective of it was a Muslim ticket, he had a national spread and influence. That's Abiola for you. But Awolowo, to an extent, brought a legacy, though he was a tribal leader. Just like what we are seeing now. The only person that I see there that is not a tribal person is Abiola. But you see this Ahmed, you see Awolowo, they were all side chicks, tribal, they believe in sexual Awarawa. That was when Awarawa was introduced to the political structure in Nigeria. You understand? We know the history, we know the truth, we know what led Awolowo to prison. He went to prison. We know all these things, we understand it, but that is not what we're saying. But the legacy was able to take the Yorubas from that point of doldrum to the point where they begin to open books. Do you understand what I'm saying? And if you look at within that era, 60s, 70s, 80s, academically and otherwise, the Yorubas were dominating because the Igbos have fought 4 years of civil war. The whole world, including Russia, Britain, Germany, France, some part of Africa, Arab nations all over the world, joined forces to fight that nation called Biafra. For 4 years, they could not defeat Biafra. And that is why people are celebrating Professor Charles Uraku, the founder and the inventor of Ogbunigwe. That we are not going to that. They're about 90 years old now. You understand? We are not going to talk about that. Away from that. But the fact still remains that when this thing we are doing, because we are picking nylons, our brothers in the south, we are selling our property. Our brothers, it was a case of disclaimer. They disown their identity, they disown their origin, they disown where they are coming from. They sold all the properties that belong to Igbos in River State. But today, the same people, yes, we should be careful when we see injustice and label it justice. Today, the same Igbos are buying the same properties, the same people are selling the same properties, but the same Igbos in River State. How many years after? I'm telling you, the injustice, the wickedness, the gang up against the race. But today, what is happening? Are we talking about Lagos? How they confiscated Igbo properties? Today, they are calling themselves people to come and buy it. What does that tell you? It tells you the source. That's why I said it earlier on that the Igbo is connected. You talk about the black race, the black Africa. If you don't want to single it out, like in Benin Kingdom, when you talk about Benin today, Benin is just a tribe in Ikoromigodo. But a lot of people don't know. There are other people, but that particular tribe called Benin, they are the people that brought out that name. So when we're talking about Biafra, we're talking about Igbo, because Igbo are the people that brought out that name. That's significance of the Biafran ideology, which is spreading. Everybody is saying now I am Biafra in Nigeria. What and west everywhere.
The job people have put some of them for that.
No, see, boys, that's what I'm telling you. That Simon, you see, when I will make statements, we know what we're talking about. You don't jump on issues you don't have background check on. That has been Simon Ipa's undoing. You don't do it. See, you continue to do this thing over and over again. You are creating information.